All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is May 11th. We're jumping into the first of two NBA playoff games. Today we have the Celtics taking on the Sixers in Game 6 of this series, a series in which surprisingly, and as a Celtics fan, definitely surprisingly and unexpectedly, the Sixers lead this series 3-2, heading back to Philadelphia here. The total is at 212.5, and we have the Sixers underdogs here at home plus 2.5. We're going to jump into each of those. We're going to look at the spread as well as the total. I'm going to give you my thoughts, but all my final plays will be in the pinned comment, and I update that throughout the day. We've been pretty conservative, obviously, with these videos being one game that we're looking at, so we don't have a bunch of plays in the pinned comment, but keep an eye on the pinned comment for what I do consider my most confident plays and everything like that. I update it throughout the day, always by game time. My final plays are in, but go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. We're coming off a weird night. We had a 1-1-1 night. We had one win, one loss, one push, and it stinks. We'll talk about it probably in the Western Conference video, but we had the Lakers and Warriors under 227. When I did the video, it was 227.5, and I was like, I'll wait out just a little bit. I wait a couple hours. It moves down to 227. I pull the trigger on 227, and they finish at 227. So little unlucky there. Could have been a 2-1 night, but nonetheless, we do have a push. It won't kill us, but let's go ahead and jump into this. So Sixers coming off of yet another surprising win, and I've seen the comments. People are like, oh, well, you don't think the Sixers are good? It's like, you didn't think the Sixers were this good either. This is a very shocking series, and I'm going to come at it from an unbiased perspective because I get a lot of comments of, oh, you're a biased Celtics fan. It's like, well, I do tell you guys I'm a biased Celtics fan in every video I talk about the Celtics, right? Want to make that clear. But one thing is definite is that no one necessarily saw this Sixers team looking as good as they look. Now, they do have the MVP, no kidding, but they've had Tyrese Maxey have 30-point games. James Harden has won 2 games by himself. This is a surprise from the Sixers end of things, and I'm here for it. Like, they look really, really good, and even as a Celtics fan, I look at this and say, holy crap, I respect the hell out of the game that they're showing and game that they're playing, because not only are they scoring a bunch of points or giving it to Embiid, and Harden's looking amazing, right? They're making everything tough on the Celtics. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum are getting locked up or disappear at times. It's coming down to Marcus Smart having to win these games in the fourth quarter type of thing. So this has been a damn good series thus far. I just gotta shut all you guys up thinking, oh, we knew the Sixers were gonna come in and do this. No, you didn't. The Celtics looked like one of the best teams, if not the best team in the league for like 80% of the year. You know what I mean? So let's at least be honest with ourselves. In terms of this game, though, I do think this is gonna be a close game, which is why I'm not gonna look at the spread side of things. Now, I think that the Celtics, and this one could be where my bias kicks in, but this series, if anything, it looks like it's a series that goes 7 games, and we probably could have told ourselves that, 2 games ago as well, right? Once it was even, 2-1 or 2-2, we could almost tell that this series was going to go 7 games, because these teams are competing against each other. Even some of these Philly wins, right? So in game 1, they win by 4 points. In their next win came in game number 4, they win by 1 point, and then they win last game by 12 points. Now, they probably could have won by more points. Last game, the bench came in for Boston, actually scored a decent amount of points, but even the Celtics wins here, they did have the big win in game 2, but then in game 3, that was a very close game. It ends with a Celtics 12-point victory, but nonetheless, the Sixers competed there, so I do think this is going to be a close game. I think the Celtics come through with the win because I do believe this goes to a 7-game series, and that is not bias whatsoever. I don't even think that a lot of money is on the Celtics or anything like that. I'm not really judging this based on where the money is, the sharp money, or anything like that either. I do just think that this is gonna be a hard-fought game. Like, the Sixers want to beat the Celtics in 6 just as bad as the Celtics want to take this to a game 7. Like, this is almost a must-win game for both teams in a sense, because the Sixers, as good as they've been playing, you'd be crazy to want to go back to Boston for a game 7. You know what I mean? So this is like the Sixers closeout biggest opportunity. So they're going to come in rah, 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 let's win this game, just as much as the Celtics feel like they don't have a second chance. I think the Sixers are right on the same page. So I think it's going to be a very close game. I don't want to, fiddle with the spread, even though it is that low. You could still get Boston on the money line at minus 136 over at FanDuel. I'm fine with paying the juice for the safety. So I'm going to lean towards the Celtics on the money line here. And then again, I think I'm kind of crazy, guys, but I'm going to look at the under in this game, 212.5. I don't know if I pulled the trigger because it is such a low under. We pulled the trigger on the under in game number 4 here, or game number 5, excuse me, and we got burned because all of a sudden, you know, we're looking at an under that looked like it was going to cash, and poof. You know what I mean? Like late in the game, Celtics hit a bunch of threes trying to come back, which makes a lot of sense. So, and we lose that one. I think they finished with like 218 points. We had a total of 214 and a half, something like that. So I could get burned here. I don't know if we pull the trigger because it is so low, but this Celtics team isn't going to win by running Philly out of the gym, which I originally thought that was going to be the case. The Sixers, even though Embiid is slow as you know what, they've shown that they're ready to run. Maxey, Harden, even Tobias Harris, they will run with you. They'll keep up with you, which is out of character for a couple of those guys. I feel like Maxey's the only like runner on the Sixers team, but nonetheless, I do think that this is a game in which we start to see possession to possession because both teams care so much about this game that each possession is going to take like double as long as it normally would. So I like the under here, and I'm also going to lean towards the Celtics on the money line. Let's take this to a Game 7 series. Like I said, I don't mean to come in hot being like, you're crazy if you thought the Sixers were this good. I think you are crazy if you thought they were this good. You know what I mean? Sixers have been good all year long. Look at their seeding. Look at the MVP. But this good. James Harden's playing like his old self. I do think that this is going to be a really good series, and I hope we get to see one more game of it because we're leaning Celtics money line tonight. But that is all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys do enjoy the video. Make sure to catch the Western Conference video as well. That comes out a little bit after this, and keep an eye on the pinned comment for any of my final plays. I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace out.